Whenever you see a problem that involves the word solve, or solve for x, or solve the equation, what it means is essentially, one way or another, you have to get x by itself. You have to do something to both sides of the equation, both sides of that equal sign, so that in the end, it's just x equals blank. And here's the way we're going to go through this. I'm going to start by just writing this equation down a little bigger so we have some space to work with it. So I have 4 square root 75 equals negative 8 plus 4x. And I'm going to attack all the things that are keeping x from being by itself. First one I see is this minus 8 right there. I like to start far away from the x. If you start closer to the x, usually mistakes happen. So start far away from the x. And let's see what we get. Those cross out. So this is going to turn into 8 plus 4 square root 75 equals 4x. Now 4x means 4 times x. So the way you get x by itself is divide each side by 4. And I mean divide the entire side by 4, not just one number or the other. So look what happens. Now I have x equals. And I can simplify this a little bit by dividing each of these numbers on the left by 4. I divide the 4 by the 4 is easy to see, but I also have to divide the 8 by the 4. So that's going to become a 2. So now I can write it like this. 2 plus square root 75 equals x. Now, if you put that in as your answer, it's probably going to be marked wrong because we could do more to simplify this thing. If you think about square root 75, right, what is that? Well, there's numbers inside 75. 75 is just 25 times 3. And 25 is just 5 times 5. So what I'm really talking about with square root 75 is square root of 5 times 5 times 3. And two of those numbers, the 5s, are going to pull out. And then you get a 5 square root 3 in reduced form. So instead of saying 2 plus square root 75, what we should say is this: 2 plus 5 square root 3 equals x. Now that's our answer. And that's what's going to go up in this box right here.